Welcome back to my series where I go over everything to create the bestest, most perfect Guild Wars 3. Last part doesn't matter, nor do any of the others, because today's ideas are what we're truly looking for. So anyways, subscribe and stuff, because YouTube analytics say that So, I might as well get all the balancing stuff done first. So we have Electropy, the most universally beloved character in the franchise, along with Brainium Basher, and Gnome Power. Despite his cult-like following, I find that he's incredibly underpowered. Like, he's by far the most skill-rewarding character in the game, but it doesn't feel like he's good enough for his slow firing rate and measly 27 damage. So let's fix that. Electropy will now do 50 damage for the detonated shots, and 90 for a direct hit. That will definitely fix things. Oh, and while we're at it, he's a bit on the slow side, so let's make him as fast as Hot Rod Chomper with 2 speed upgrades. On second thought though, I think I may have overdone him just a bit, so I'll nerf his health to 124. Speaking of Hot Rod Chomper, let's make him as fast as Citron in his Hyper Ball form naturally, as he always swallows opponents no matter what angle they're facing. To compensate for that obscene nerf, he'll get invincibility during the entire swallowing animation, and his digestion time becomes practically non-existent. Wrapping up the Chompers, we have Twilight Chomper. Firstly, he'll have a health buff, going up to 5,000 health, and he'll deal 10 billion damage per bite, and have his rate of fire be increased to 1,000,000 rounds per minute, and be fully automatic. His teleport makes him warp to wherever you want with complete control. How will that work? Who cares? Oh yeah, he'll also be immune to all damage on all sources. Great stuff. Next, we have Toxic Citron, who's pretty overpowered. He'll have a damage nerf to negative 20 damage at close range, going down to minus 50 at long range. He'll also have the ability to send pipe bombs to whoever he pleases, as long as they sign a bunch of legal papers consenting to be obliterated Zarbomb style. That should fix things. Anyways, Barbecue Corn. He gets deleted from the game. It's not like you see one in every single lobby, so I'm sure it won't be that big of a deal. So good riddance! Following the trend, we're deleting Agent P, Law P, the entire Soldier class, except for Scuba Soldier, every pirate except for Captain Cannon, all cacti, and the rest of the Corn class, as they're all too brain dead. To make up for the void of characters, we're bringing back Brainium Basher and Steam Blaster, but because everyone complains about all of the Battle for Neighborville's TTKs to be too low, their damage will be increased by 800%. Next, let's talk about abilities. Chili Bean Bomb has too long of a recharge, and LT Dark Ring's Pea Shooter build may be aware of that, so all of the Bean Bomb abilities will have recharges of half a second, and their damage and blast radius will each be quadrupled, as we are all tired of those pesky zombies evading the attacks. Goop will have the same amount of splash radius, times 1,000,000,000. It will cover the entire map, making all zombies incapable of using abilities and walking normally. Super Sticky Goop has the same issue, so it will do the same, but crash the game for every zombie affected, and have their system spontaneously combust to make sure that they can never get back for the next while. Now, for the zombies' abilities, ZBG will have you automatically
477,433,639,263,565,475
degree no-scope snipe the opponent, and will automatically hit every single plant on the team. It will also record your amazing shot and send it to Wolfie Plays' Twitter account so he can give it 3/4 of a star. Engineer's Jackhammer is now the speed of light, so you can always get to the teleporter before the plants do and camp it. The Stun Grenade is also too short, so it will last indefinitely like Goop. However, it will not only make your system catch on fire, but it will also mark the victim's location to be marked for an orbital strike by the government's army of Sasquatches manning the nuclear launch codes. Also, Mechanics specifically shoots ZPGs as his primary weapon, with all of the ZPG criterias I went over previously. For the maps, Garden Warfare 1 maps are coming back, but you can only play as the Battle for Neighborville characters, which are not in this game. So all you can do is sit and wait in the character selection booth. How entertaining! Also, because everyone complained about how Garden Warfare 1 has the best maps, we took that to heart and made it so that way the Garden Warfare maps are the only ones you can play on for Team Vanquish and Turf Takeover, making the only mode you can play on normally Gnome Bomb. And because everyone says that Garden Warfare 2 customization is lame, the only one that will stay is the most complex one there is, the Everlasting Crown. It will be unlocked from the start, and will be permanently equipped on every character. He's also quite subtle, so his volume will be tripled, and you'll have all of his lines replaced by the zestiest Wolfie Plays lines, including that one time he almost got his eardrums destroyed. But tripled!
Hot and spicy.
Anyways, with all of these changes, I'm sure that Games Workshop 3 will be the most amazingest, gooder game than whatever you can think of. So, don't forget to subscribe, thank you for watching, and I'll see you when you least expect it.